Hello, and welcome back to the channel. It's here for the another Kit Quest career mode. We're playing as Tottenham Hotspur. This is the FIFA 22, so the 21-22 season. As you here with Donnarumma, and there's no way he actually went for 122 million pounds, did he? Donnarumma to PSG. I guess PSG spent like a ton of money, but is that really what he went for? Sorry for the sidetrack. Donnarumma. There's no way he went for that much. Where's like his transfer market page? Transfer market. Player profile. So market value is 40 million euros. Yeah, it was 60 million euros. No, it was really a free. It was a free. He went on a free. Really? Dang. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. That's like not even true. Went to PSG on a free, but anyways, it's huge sidetrack aside. Like, I guess this is the 21-22 season, so the Nuno interregnum disaster, and then Conte's like only good, what, like 9 months at the club. But we're like, why are we doing this season? It's like whatever. But the reason why is I guess, go into the squad here so you can see the player kind of focus. You can see the tactics here. I guess actually is I kind of preset them up and stuff before recording this intro video, and kind of did like the initial squad look through, and like the training, like development training, and like putting players for sale and stuff. But still, obviously day one, so I didn't actually advance to everything. But let's looking at the squad here. You can see probably who I made captain. The loaded squad aside, the player focus for this one is Sonny, Spurs legend, who obviously won us the Europa League last season, and then moved on to LAFC. So kind of felt fitting because this like after him leaving, but it's also kind of you to try and go through the full Europa League winning squad. And our manager, FGO manager, listed Bathory, like obviously ID number 18. Didn't have an 18 in the squad last season. Last 18 was Gio Lo Celso, so obviously he wasn't part of the squad. And from Hungary, well, it's kind of convoluted because like the actual historical figure I think was like kind of more actually from like it was technically Hungary at the time, but more like Slovakia, like the actual location. But the game listed as Hungary, so that's what we're going with. But yeah, so no one really fits either of those. So I was like, all right, let's kind of go in a number order. And the next like player who I didn't have a kit of yet was Sonny, which is surprising considering he's like one of my favorite Spurs players. And he's like a Spurs legend, so he's going to play. Our focus, kit of focus, is not this nice home shirt that you think it might be, because obviously it's what he was wearing when he technically like scored the goal to win the Golden Boot. But we're kind of doing a 2-for-1 and like a bit of an economical move, where I already have the third kit, the purple third kit from that season, with no name on it, no name set on it. So I figured kind of 2-for-1 in the fact that obviously that was born season, so he scored the won the Golden Boot. So then like it fits that kind of Golden Boot thing as well, but it also fits because 2-for-1 is in the 4-0 drumming of Leeds in like I think it was February of that season. Obviously, like it was 4-0 drubbing, and then the last goal of the match was a nice Kane assist to Sonny, and that like so then set the record, which I don't think probably will ever be broken, just because of how like frequently players move around and stuff these days. That like they're the kind of the best, kind of like the Ovechkin Backstrom of Premier League, with like them like assisting on I think it was like 37, 36 goals. Let's see if I go into my history, I can probably find it. There's the article. There's the article today. My history. Oh, here we go. Son King combined. It's 30, yeah, 37. 37. So they've like the goal is like a Kane or Son goal with a Kane or Son assist 37 times, which is a pretty cool record. And like the record-breaking goal was in that purple third kit, so I figured that's kind of 2-for-1 special, like that the record, and it's from the season he won the Golden Boot, and it's a nice purple, cool, fun purple color. So I already own the kit too, so kind of just economical that way, and I don't have to buy like another kit. I could just like slap my name and number set on a kit I already own. It's just kind of economical, but yeah, so needs the player focus stuff. Kind of just looking at specifically at the tactics and stuff. You can see here doing all of the video. I'll have the link to the video. The description is the same tactics we used in our first kit quest, which was the Hugo Lloris one way back like over a year ago. But yes, we're running the 3-4 Conte 3-4-3 system. And the video kind of explains why, like, obviously there are cams instead of wingers, which Sonny should still fit. I think it's just a -1 because he's like happiness and like content. So once he's like regularly happy, he should fit. I was looking at his So FIFA page, and he should be fine to be an 89 overall. With that, I think let me look at his thing. Yeah, because like his best position is heavy left wing, which I don't quite understand because it only says his overall is at 87. But I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, so he should be fine as left attacking mid. But yeah, so I kind of got Hugo in the back who should be staying. Got the honestly awful back three. Unfortunately, we had Romero, Dyer, and Davies. You know, double pivot. Kind of wing backs playing as midfielders because how the game works, and then kind of two wingers at cams, and then Kane. But yes, that's kind of the squad. So I guess the last thing to check out. Just going to some of these emails and stuff. The Cup, that's whatever. Transfer market. We're not really gonna make any transfers this first season because I was going through the squad. Not really that many sales. It's kind of just a couple of youth players that are kind of bad, and then kind of the people who are on loan. They're gonna let the loans expire, so it's kind of not here nor there. So let's just look at the objectives quick. So I'm actually gonna pull up my spreadsheet and type them in as we go. Youth development. Oh, they want to sign 3 youngsters. So I guess I'm gonna have to make some movement in the transfer market and try to sign 3 young players here. Probably see if I can find. Again, probably like actually no, I don't think Taylor or Rotobear will be in the game, so I'll have to find some youngsters who kind of fit the profile. So it's 3 under 20 players. Red exposure. Side 3 players from Asia. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, 3 from Asia. And then 7 away matches with goals. That shouldn't be too bad, I think. So I'm probably might try and combine these. I think Kota Takai might be in the game. I don't know if I have a picture though. Let's actually look this up while we're here live. We're gonna look up. This is the last FIFA that have the J League in it, because they then signed the exclusive deal with like eFootball. But if we go look him up, Takai. Yeah, he doesn't have a picture. Dang, that's disappointing. I really like them to have a picture, but he unfortunately. But yes, I'll have to do some research and try and figure out some players to see if we can do that. Financial profit margin of 200. Gee, this is really like a Tottenham one. We're concerned about profit margin. 215 million pound profit. It's gonna be kind of hard, I think. Except I guess we're not really gonna do a lot of spending, so we're just buying 3 young players, so it might not be impossible. Mexico success. They want FA Cup final. Then top 4, which should be achievable considering that's what Conte got us top 4, because we beat Arsenal like when that North London derby towards the end of the season. And then continental success, they want us to win the Conference League, which I guess makes sense considering we probably should have won the Conference League that year, and then the whole COVID stuff screwed us over because we like had to forfeit a game against Rennes or whatever because we like hit a bunch of players with COVID. So yeah. So in terms of that's kind of the objectives and stuff. So in terms of this first season expectations, obviously we should finish top 4. We should hopefully do better than the group stage in the Conference League. FA Cup, pretty sure they got knocked out relatively early. If you look at our summary here on Wikipedia, yeah, they got knocked out in the first round they played, the 5th round. Carabao Cup, we did make it to the semis. I think we lost to Chelsea in the semis that year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we lost to Chelsea. So we'll see. We're going to make the semi-final. Hopefully we get an easier opponent. We can potentially win. The Carabao Cup the first season meant to be a one-season wonder. And then Conference League, I guess I probably should do better than the group stage is where we crashed out. Scouting report, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so I think it's kind of so obviously it's kind of recap. Sonny's player focus because he won the Golden Boot that year, and he broke him and Kane broke the record for most kind of combined goal contributions, 37, and the nice purple third kits. That's the kit of focus. In terms of players, we're bringing clubs. Oh, he's not eight. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm trying to bring in try and bring in some players that kind of fit these things. It's gonna be probably hard, but I'll do my best. But yeah, so not a lot of transfers this first season, but yeah, it should be fun. The clubs, it's gonna be Hamburger, and then Leverkusen, obviously, because those are the two clubs Sonny played at before he came to Spurs, and then LAFC, because that's pretty much afterwards. So that's why Hugo's going to stick around, because they're teammates at LAFC. But yeah, so thank you for checking out this intro video. Hopefully this audio works out, because I'm like trying something new with it. And hopefully you check out the next episode, which will be the 21-22 season recap, or hopefully we can snag either the Conference League or the Carabao Cup. But I guess we shall see. Thank you.